Hello world, how's it going? Just want to show my goats out there. It's really nice that they're able to get out back, enjoy the grass out there. Where's the other goat? There he is. So it's nice to see the goats out back. So they're both enjoying the weather. There's one back there. I'll talk a little bit louder because I think when I zoom in, my voice is quieter or softer. So it's very nice to see Applejack out there. And it's very nice to see Rarity out there. This is June the 2nd. And usually at this time of the year we have deer fly, especially in the back there. But with them eating like that and staying out like that, it's amazing. This is a good summer. We're having a very good summer. Let me close this front door, the cellar door a minute. Yes, we're having a good. Well, we're actually in spring. Sorry about that. We're having a wonderful spring. It's about 70, 74, I think. And just beautiful. It's just wonderful when the bugs aren't out to torment you, you know. Now they will come. I've noticed when it gets to be dusk, you know, some of the mosquitoes are, I don't even know if they're mosquitoes, but sometimes there's these little tiny small flies. I call them little tiny flies. I think they call them no-see-ums because they're so tiny. And you feel something biting you and you look down and there's a little something there and you can rub them off. They break up very easily. So I feel those sometimes at night. Maybe one or two bite my head or my neck. But you know, put the babies in at night, not too bad, and then get back to whatever I got to do. So that's the only thing. But right now, I mean, I think it's about 5 o'clock. I think maybe 5:30, and they're enjoying being outside, which is great. So what did I do today? Well, today I mowed. The grass is getting tall. I mowed earlier in one of my videos in the past just to get some parts were growing up tall, other parts weren't growing that fast. So I just took it out quickly to mow to make it kind of level, everything the same. So now the grass is growing like together, no huge spots. So I mowed, and even though I weed whacked this maybe a week ago, I guess, I just mowed this also. So I mowed in back here with the lawnmower. It was easier to get back here because I already had weed whacked it. So I just put the lawnmower just to mow back here. And I still haven't gotten behind the garage. I got to get to that point and clear that off. But at least this is mowed, which makes it look nice and more airy, and you don't have the tall grass, you know, getting in your way and all that kind of stuff. The grass would be something like this if I didn't mow. It's kind of tall. So I got to get to that later. And then what I figured I'd do today was the flower bed that I have in front of the living room window. I wanted to just work in that a little bit to kind of weed that out. Let's go up here and look at that a minute. So this is all mowed down. And then this had a lot of fern in it. Right here, a lot of fern over here. A lot of fern. I took some of it out, but a lot of fern was covering that, you know. And it's just going to smother it out. Now, I didn't pull the fern out by the roots. I just took my scissors and trimmed it down. So I can see that azalea plant. There's other things. There's some just little lilies trying to grow over here. Some other flowers will be coming up over here. So I kind of just weeded it back, you know, kind of got the ferns out and also got the violets out. The violets have already bloomed. They're not going to be coming back. So I just cut the violets down. Didn't pull them out, but cut them back, and they'll grow again next year. And look at these. These are starting to have nice little buds on them. Starting to do their thing, which is great. So at least now I can see, you know, what's there instead of having ferns everywhere and violets growing all over the place. Try to do this one a little bit too. You know, trim it around the rocks. And because I think it's eventually, I mean, they just kind of choke things out, you know, the violets. But anyway, so I got that done, which was good. So I'm happy about that because now I can just see more. It's more airy. If I want to plant something in between, I can. And we'll see how these tall lilies work out. And the azalea's nice back there. A little bit more up here. Now, in the very front, I didn't spend time here. This has a lot of violets in it. But it has a lot of, Zach put some tiger lily seeds up here. So there's a lot of lilies growing. So I just want to see what's going to happen. But see how the violets will just cover everything. They're beautiful. But the purple flower is gone. So you just have these leaves all year long. So I just took the scissors and cut back on the other side so that they would be cut down. But they'll come up again. But they will creep out and they will choke out, really. I mean, they're going to take water and they're going to keep the sun, you know, away from certain things. And so probably it's best, you know, that I was able to get rid of most of them on that side. And this might be a little buggy that wants to eat. Oh, where is he? He's down there. Yep. I have to put up some type of, I'll call them, what am I going to call them? They're bugs that will eat. They're like, not beetle bugs, but what the heck do they call those things? I think I have a bag with some attracting scent to it. They'll take those like little bugs that will eat your lilies. What do they call those bugs? Anyway, I'll figure it out and I put a little note in here. So, like I usually do. And then I cut over here too, this grass here. Cut this back. So, cut around here, cut this back. So it looks better. This is getting really tall. Try to cut it down around the house a little bit. As you can see over the stump here. It's growing over the stump. So that was just about how tall it was everywhere. So that's not too bad. This is what I want to pull off the stone wall eventually. I'm going to pull all this down. So I like my stone wall. This doesn't do anything. It's just like a creeping plant. So got part of it done down there. Just going to have to just take this part and just chop this down. And then just remove it. Yeah, so that doesn't flower or anything like that. So I'm just going to do that. So I got this part done. This grass is mowed today, which is good. We're probably get a couple nice days of sun, and then we're going to get some rain, so at least it'll be done before the rain. These are all like the little rose bushes are going to come up, the little pink roses. I'm sure they're roses because the bushes have thorns on them. So this is getting really thick, so I'm hoping I'm going to have a lot of roses that's going to show up. Getting really thick. I have some blueberries too. Oh, here they are. No, they're raspberries. No, they're raspberries. Yeah, there's raspberries that grow here. And there they are. Yep, little white things growing. And another bush over there. Oh, let me show you some grapes. I have grapes up here too. This is like a menagerie of all different kinds of things. And I like it. Sometimes the bunnies go in here and other critters. What I will do though, this is a tree trying to grow. I'm going to cut this down. I don't want any trees here at all. So I'm going to cut all this back. This is a tree. I don't want this here, so I'm going to cut that back. And just leave the rose bushes and other things. But here, look at the grapes. See how pretty that is? Got some grapes growing there. Look at these grapes over here. These are our Zachariah a couple years back. I don't know, maybe 3 years back. I got a lady slipper that, I got a ladybug. Look out, ladybug. He put a lot of seeds. There's some wild grapes growing down the street, and he would, you know, pick a bunch of grapes and eat them, and then spread the seeds out. So, some more grapes here. So they're doing really good. They're really blossoming out. Look at all the grapes over here. So, oftentimes we don't really have a chance to eat these grapes because of the bunnies and different other critters that come around and eat them. Some grapes over here. And let me see, one last thing I noticed. Oh yeah, and some grapes over here growing. Growing here. All the grapes over here. So there's a lot of grapes. And I'd be surprised if they really were to mature and I could eat them. I think what's going to happen is once they start maturing, the little bunnies are going to be here and they're going to eat it. But that's okay. I have the other grapes down by all my other stuff that I have wire around it, so hopefully they don't get into those grapes. But I might be able to get some of them eaten up. We'll see. So I just got to get all the little trees, the tall trees, I got to get those down. But all in due time. At least the grass is done for today. It looks much nicer. You know, when it's going to be manicured more, but at least it's down and it looks better, you know, than what it did. So that's a good thing. I left a little bit of flowers here. I didn't mow like all flowers down. Left these little flowers here. But I do have to work on my other little flower beds. These are starting to bloom. Pretty. Starting to bloom up. Looks nice. Got that done there. Let's see. These are looking pretty. So I'm gonna have to try to weed this out on this side. These are pretty. Like a yellowy orange kind of thing. A lot of them is gonna open up. So cut down the clover and things like that. Get to that eventually. All takes a little bit of time, right? So that's what I did today, mowing down, and now we got to clean out the barn and the chicken coops. I haven't done that yet. I put them out early this morning, but I didn't get to clean anything out. And we've got the flowers there. They're doing good, getting tall. Let's go take a look at the babies. Now the babies, this is their third night out. The first night, hi girls, I'll give you some little treats a little bit. The first nights, the little babies, the most recent ones I got in March, they didn't, I put them in this little house and I put them in through the egg box. So they all were upstairs when I first put them in. Then they walked down the little plank and they were down the lower section. And that's okay. And so the first night when I went out really to check them later at night, they were still on the lower deck. They didn't walk back up the plank. So, hello babies. So last night, I a little bit tired and a lot I had to do. So I said, okay girls, I'm just going to put you upstairs, in your little area upstairs. You can go up there. So I think maybe tonight I'm going to wait and see if they go up there. Now, if they all stay down on the lower deck, it's a little more difficult for me to get a hold of them and get them upstairs. Right, girls? But it's manageable. I can crawl in there and get them. But they see how friendly they are. They come by. They will say hello to me. And they're only 9 weeks old. It's amazing. So they're doing very well. They're just hopping everywhere. I did have one of the other hens. So hopefully tonight, third night, hopefully they go upstairs all by themselves and stay there. It would be nice if they stayed there throughout the night. But also, 2 nights ago was the first time they ever experienced darkness. They always had a light on. So this is the first time. They have their red heat lamp, which does shed out some light, of course. So I'm sure being in a different environment, not the same little house they lived in the cellar, and then having the very first night of no light at all, first dark night. It must have been quite something. So hopefully they'll be, smart girls and get up into their little area to sleep and stay there. That'd be great. Now this is all wide and they can't get anywhere beyond this. Right now it's kind of hodgepodge. But they have an area they can get in, and I have this canvas, this shade cloth on top. I don't want anything aerial things to come down. I'll protect them as much as I can. So that's where they're at now. And I had one of these Wyandottes, which is the white and silver. Black and silver. Okay. So one of these girls, where's my finger? Oops, hitting on people. Let's see where my finger is. I'm trying to point. Oops. Wait a minute. Anyways, you get the picture. So this girl right there, sorry for the moving. One of them would walk over to here, and I had this part of the shade cloth. It was drooped down like over here. So she would fly up, grab onto it, and have her little wings keep on flapping. She'd crawl up here and end up on top, and then she would jump down and she'd go back and forth looking at the babies. Probably I don't know if she really was interested in the babies or if she was interested in just getting back to her old home that she had. So I said, well, you're in a new neighborhood now. You got a new home. You sold this one. You can't go back to it. So you got a new neighborhood, a new house, and that's your new house and your new family, extended family. So they're doing good. So that's the only one. So she just was on the ground there. She just flew up and grabbed onto that black shade cloth and pulled herself up. But now she hasn't done it since I put the cloth up. And I just tied it a little bit to keep it from blowing over. So I don't think she'll be able to get up there anymore. But everyone's doing good. So both pens now have 10 hens each. Each little house has 10 hens each in it. So they're all doing very, very well. Very happy with them, getting along and doing well. And the babies are excited to be outside too. So it's all working out. So what I'm going to do now is I need to clean out the barn and clean out all the coops. I still have some daylight. Sun's up still a little bit high. Going to do that. It's a beautiful windy day. I'm going to get that done, and that would be a good thing. And also, wasn't sure like how you eat this type of lettuce. I mean, so I just took my scissors on 2 of them and I just cut like the tops right down. These other 3 weren't as long, but the ones that I cut was probably like 8 inches tall, and I don't want to go to seed, so I'm going to keep on watching. And I brought that in the house, put it in a bag, and I will eat that up. If I make a tuna fish sandwich or ham sandwich, whatever, I'll just throw that in a sandwich. But that's about it, I guess. I'm going to try to work and get that done, and I guess that's going to be about it. So I hope everyone's having a beautiful day. It's a good day for me. And just a beautiful day. I think what I'm going to do is take this wire down. First I was thinking about letting it stay up for a while, but I don't think I'm going to get any baby chicks next year unless I find Americanas that lay blue eggs, but we'll see how it all goes. But I guess I'm going to take this wire down and I'm going to put it around my pear tree to make sure no little gophers go in there and cause trouble. So, or eat up all my pears before I can get to them. So anyways, I guess that's about it. So beautiful day. I'm going to finish my work. I'm going to look forward to going in and just saying my day is done. It's all done. Been up early since around, I was out here about maybe 7:30, I guess. I'm out earlier because I want to make sure that the little girls, the ones I'm locking in at night, they're unlocked. They can get down, get into the morning light and not be stressed out or anything. So let's hope that they go in the upstairs all by themselves. So I'm probably talking a little weird today. I'm just tired. So my mind's in a different place and my mouth's having a hard time to catch up. So, okay, guys, thanks for coming along, and I'll chat with you soon. Okay, God bless.